Hey everybody, Archangel here, coming at you with some Godforge Quest mini game. Uh, just to start off with everybody, just say, hey, hello, how's everybody doing? Did you have a good weekend? It's gonna get warm here. I think today they're calling for mid 40s for me, and I'm like, nice. Tomorrow, or no, excuse me, mid to upper 30s today. Tomorrow we're gonna be like mid 40s, upper 40s tomorrow. So I'm like, woo woo. And then we're gonna stick around the mid 30s the rest of the week. So for highs, and then I'm like, that's good. We need to get some of this snow out of here. As much as I love the snow, it does need to get out of here. It does need to get gone. Um, we need to start transitioning towards that warmer weather so I can get out in my shop and start working on some woodworking stuff. I got things I'd like to do, some plans in my mind I need to throw down on paper. Oh, hey, that's ready to claim. All right, enough of that. Let's get that going. We're here to do some Godforge quest pulls. I have saved up from the last time. I haven't touched anything on here. I In our last video, I touched on the things. So I have my Excalibur locked in for that weapon. My imprint is Pillar of the Sky. Currently, what's available right now are these. I did lock Golden Bow because I liked this. This is the crit rate and critical attacks. Heal this hero for 5% of damage inflict. So you gain up to 22% crit rate, and then critical attacks heal this hero. So there you go. Some of these others are okay. This Pillar of the Sky, I looked at some of these in here. Really didn't. I think I'm going to stick with that one for now, but who knows? Things could change in the interim. Um, no, I don't want to do an 8 hour one. Yeah, all right, we'll just let's stick this 30-minute one in there. Let's go on you. All right. This is going to come up here in 30 seconds. Anyways, so yeah, but I've been on the Discord for Godforge and going through there. There's some people that have made up some awesome stuff. We got one content creator that is doing an app for your phone. So if you're on the Android side of things, there's an app you can get that's kind of like a database, and I think you can input information in. He just implemented a Pantheon thing to where you can promote and look for Pantheons to be able to. Uh, all right, let's do it. And that's for that. So there's people that, and then there's another gentleman, Raven Pyros is the one that has the app. You can get the link for that from the Godforge Discord. And then another gentleman, load the server. Then there's another gentleman, JSEC, I believe. Load the server, will you? And he's got a database. He or she, I don't want to. So it's and I have the database. I've gone over it. He's got this part here. He's even got like should have had this back at the top already. He's got a kind of an introduction on you know, kind of to kind of help you get set up, for starters and all that. And I like this very much. I like the look of his database here for doing the tier list for heroes, weapons, imprints. There's tools in here. Summoning simulator. That's pretty cool. I did see where he had mentioned that he had something like that in there. So, um, and then of course the community, game data, login. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you'll be able to upload your roster, anything like that, in there at a later date or what. I'm not sure, but definitely like this. So. Um, but yeah, I figured today we're going to, um, I don't know what your deal was, but today we're going to do some pulls. I said I've been saving. I have 960 of these bad boys. Oh, on another note too, they did extend this to the 28th of February, but unless you got in on it on the 8th or sooner, you're not going to get guaranteed. If you start today, you're not going to be guaranteed this unless they extend it again. We don't know. I don't know anyways. They're working on it. They're listening to the people, doing the quality of life stuff that people are putting out there, and the play testers that they have to get the game working good. So I'm thankful for that. They're listening to the community, and they're trying to make it fair on both sides. They're a business. They want to be able to make money for their investment they have put in to make a game, but they also want to make sure they have the player base to be able to make the money that they've put into the game. So, and they want the player base to be happy to stick around. There are some games out there, no names mentioned, that really didn't give a crap about the player base. They were just like, look, here's a game. Whales are going to whale. Throw it out there and just go ham on it, and we'll just rake in the dough. So, anyways, all right, about 10 minutes of Babylon. That's it. Let's done. Let's get into it. We're going to summon. We have Anu currently selected. He is, according to this database that I have, an A tier character, which is not bad. He has some defensive abilities. He has some revival and stuff like that. So he's really good. But we're going to try for see if we can't get somebody else. So we're going to jump in here and see if we can't capture ourselves um, some more. So here we go. 960. Let's see if we get the luck. So here we go. Here's the first 10 that started off. So where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, nothing, 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 nothing. I wished I could get this. If this would go away, I could get to this, but it's all right. So nothing in there. Ninsen was the epic. So yes, let's summon again. And double Guan Yu, don't need it. You're gonna pick Guan Yu. Guan Yu is gonna be one of the rares you pick in the beginning. So let's summon again. All right, we got a Banshee and a Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu was my first one because when I first did some pulls, he was the only one that I got. Then I was like, I know Sun Tzu. So I picked him and held on to him for a while. All right, come on, let's go. So what is it? This is 30. So where are we at? 930. We're at 930. Nothing but rare there. All right, here we go. No, my gosh. I think they remember from the last time I did this and I pulled a double legendary out of it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, nothing in there. Yeah, summon again. Oh my gosh. Nothing but rares. Oh my lord. Come on, man. Gotta spice this up a little more. So there's a Leonidas. Oh! Oh! I have been seeing a lot of talk about Dracula. A lot of people were like, yeah, they want. Mm, Now, if we leave this here, I can come over here. Where does Dracula fall into? Because he's what? He's a slayer, right? According to this guy's, or is it? No, all right. So yeah, he's saying he is he's a B tier. So it's transfusion. So he attacks one enemy twice, and he has a chance to place one stack of bleed. Heals for 5% HP. This hero is the target under bleed. All right. Blood Mist places 2 stacks of bleed on all enemies and removes 1 debuff from each target. The buffer is removed, place 3 stacks of bleed instead, and it grants an extra turn. Alright. Sanguine Tides attacks all enemies 4 times. Before attacking, consumes all stacks of bleed on each target, increases the damage inflicted by 8% per stack of bleed consumed. Then you gain 60 divinity when damaging an enemy under bleed. And then you've got Awakening Symphony of Night as a passive. At the start of an enemy's turn, if they are under bleed, increases the damage of this hero's next attack by 10%. Okay. No, I don't think I want Dracula. I'm looking for somebody else. Sizzin or Quetzalcoatl or maybe Athena. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna pass on the Dracula. So let's summon again. We got Thorel, Odysseus. Nothing. Come on, let's do. Wish I had some music in the background to play. Maybe I need to rummage through. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe when I go to edit this, I'll find a music track I can put in here. Let play. Ensign again. That's the second copy of her I've seen. Come on, come on. Nope, nope, nope. A Soul Day. So she's going to be somebody we're going to get, from what I'm reading, as a campaign reward. So that'd be cool. Nope, come on. Oh, there it goes. It was just a little delayed on my end. All right. Nice look. I like that. Oh, come on now. Let's do this. Nothing but rares. You didn't say, all right, there's Emotep, I think, yeah. Let's see, Banshee again. This is gonna take a while. I got a lot of these going. Right, next 10. I've lost track of how many I've pulled. Nothing else in there. Well, there's Shishi. Looks like a jade dragon. What else we got here? No. Oh. I was like, whoa, double epics right there. I was like, there possibly gonna be a legendary in this too. That'd be nice. Who else we get coming in here? Come on, let's go. The dog's name. I haven't heard of that one. Gawain, Emotep, Nanuka. So we got triple epics in there. We're getting close to possibly another legendary. Kate Sith. I like the cat. The cat looks cool. I like blue. I'm a blue fan. Bryn Hill. There we go. There we go. Bryn Hill's nice. What else we got here? Nothing. Oh, come on. Oh, ye. Cockatiel out there in the living room going off like a car alarm. Now another triple epic. So we got Totek and Osiris, and then yeah. Funny names, weird names for these people. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see here. Yes, summon again. I have to apply for their brand now. Oh, and Thorkel. Looks like we've got our Asgardians or Viking groups there. 3 muses. Wow. Come on. There's the Sog, somebody that you'll get. He's one of the recommended teams from J6's little helper that he has. So Nebuchadnezzar in there. Lady Zot, one of your playables. I think one of your 3 rares you can choose when you start the game. Banshee ran. Okay. Brand set. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I go and that's the only legendary I get, because I know there's people who have been pulling and nobody's gotten a legendary, which I'm like, oh man, that's gotta be harsh, because there's no pity for it on this. They haven't. It's a 0.5% chance to get one. Oh, ye again. Okay. Blockade, I guess. Oh, I know this is a yawn snooze fest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. Can't think of anything else in here. Some of these. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, Rand was the only epic out of that. Tin pull. Come on. Come on. Oh, Gozu. Gozu. What is that? Bull. Gozu the bull. Or Minotaur, maybe? I don't know. Oh. You're killing me here, guys. You're killing me here. Only legendary, and it's not, and it's not one that I would have chose anyways. Leshy again. Hello, Leshy. Yeah, it looks like we have a lot of your. There's the Minotaur. Okay. Um, Looks like we have some Aztec going on here. I think they tried to cover a little bit of everything, uh, of all the different, you know, not necessarily tribes, but you got the Egyptians, you got the Vikings, you got the or the Norse people, you've got the Olympians, your Chinese, or Asian, I should say, and but yeah, I think they tried to cover a lot of that, uh, good bit of everybody, your Aztecs and stuff. Holy cannoli! Oh, I'm sorry, it's a cannoli, not a cannoli. It's a cannoli, and it's not lasagna. It's lasagna. What commercial's that from? Does anybody know? Oh my lord, this is just painful. This is like watching paint dry. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have let it build up that long. I don't know. People are going to be scrubbing through this to try to see where I get, and it'll be a short video for them. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. Well, we got 3 epics in there. Does that mean we're getting close? Come on. Nope. What we got here? What we got here? No, nothing but rares. Ugh. All blue. To see a blue. Oh, are you lagging now? What is the world going on here? What is? Come on. Seriously. Did this just? Oh, go back. All right. Oops, I keep moving the background. I don't want to move the background. Am I done? Yes, leave. I could not have gone through. No, I got 210 left. Oh my lord. Um, I think I might have been zipping through them too fast, and the server couldn't keep up with it. Ooh, there's 100% for 30 minutes. I need a tactics. Oh yeah, I got a Guan Yu. Let's go. All right. Okay. So out of all that so far, I've only gotten a Dracula. So let's go in. Let's try again. Let's see who else we're going for. Let's see. Uh, Nothing out of there. Technology, you gotta love it and you gotta hate it. I like some of the things that you can do with it, and then I hate some of the things that you try to do with it, and how it can just complicate things sometimes. All right, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. There's got to be more gold in here, not just that one. Like I said, I think it remembered from when I pulled that double. Oh, that. Oh! Oh, now what did we say about Quetz? Let's go back over here. Let's go look at Quetz because he was up here in this. He's an invoker, so he attacks one. So his was he has a leader bonus, so he gets 21 speed in all battles. Oh my gosh. But so he attacks one enemy, and heal all allies. The attack is strong, places a petrify on the target for 1 turn, and petrify is skips next turn, unable to, or skips next turn, increased divinity effects are reduced by 50%. Nice, nice. Soaring currents, increase the turn meter of allies by 20%, and then place a speed up on each target for 2 turns. And that gives them what, 40%? No, oh, speed up 2 is a 20% increase. Okay. And then Light of Knowledge is his ultimate. Soaring Currents is his core. Light of Knowledge is his ultimate. Place an attack up, sharpen 2, and an accuracy up on all allies for 2 turns. Passive, increase the ally with the highest turn meter by 50% when this hero's divinity reaches 100%. When this hero is defeated, revive 2 allies with 50% HP, increase their initiative by 5%, stacking up 3 times, occurs once per wave. So if for some reason he dies and some other people died, they can revive him, he'll revive them when he dies. And then this hero is defeated, revive 1 ally with 50% HP, increase their... That's his Age of Rebirth. Wow. Oh man. Let me look at my Anu again and reread his stuff and see what he says. They don't even have his stats in there for that. So he's so he attacks one enemy, places a vanish, which he cannot be targeted like a veil, on the ally with the lowest current HP, places a defense up 2 on allies for 2 turns, and a protect 2 on allies except this hero. And then his ultimate is place Phoenix, which if the hero is defeated, revives them with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Buff is removed upon activation. And then the allies except this hero will attack one enemy. If the ally is under Protect 2, they will heal for 30% of the damage inflicted. And then he has for every 10%, his passive is for every 10% divinity on this hero, reduce the damage allies receive by 3%. Okay, and then his imprint is this. And then he's a 30% defense in arena battles. Okay, I liked him, but you know what? I think I will go ahead and I will. Oh, I wish I could see this. Hang on here a minute. I want to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I fixed it now, so my bar drops out of the way so you can see this actually better. So I did go ahead and pick Quetzalcoatl. I did replace Anu with Quetzalcoatl. So now I have 130. We're going to go ahead and continue to summon these out, and we're going to see what happens. See who else we can get. Maybe see if we can't get a Cizin, maybe an Athena. I'm not sure. So we're going to summon again. And then summon again. Summon again. Oh, come on, summon again. That was good though. Yeah, out of the 2 different ones, yeah, I'm happy with my choice right now. We'll see what happens more in this. Of course, I still have more that will pile up, so I can summon again before it ends, and see if I'll dig into a little bit more with these character kits of some of these others, and see if there's somebody else that might trip my trigger instead of Quetzalcoatl, and go Langingly with him. So yes, we're summoning again. Come on, quit being so slow. You're a gaming laptop. I don't have much going on right now. Well, I mean, I am using the streaming service on the internet. You have a few windows or tabs open. Nothing in there. All right, come on, let's go. Quit babbling. Come on, we're up to the 30-minute mark almost. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep this up. Come on. Oh, bloody internet. I couldn't have gone through them all that quick. Yes, leave. Oh, evidently I did. Okay. Wow, blew through that 130. Didn't realize it. So yeah, there we go. So Quetzalcoatl is my new hero that I'm going to get. Like I said, I will have this is going to the 28th, so I still have at least what 19 more days for this to add up again. So I'll probably when it gets closer to the end time, um, pull again to see if I can improve again. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in though, and I'm going to read up on some more of the kits and some more of the stuff, the game. Gonna try to become knowledgeable, uh, and so I can help out even more, even more. I can't wait, and that won't actually be able to happen until I can actually get into the game and see how things work. So then I'm going to really be digging into things to look at as far as the gameplays and stuff like that. So I mean you can only take in so much from the videos that they put out and stuff because they're only going to put out what they need to put out because they just don't want to spill the whole pot of beans right there off the bat because well, for one, that wouldn't be good. So uh yeah. Well, anyways, there we go. Yeah, so we burnt through that. I got my Quetzalcoatl, and we are gonna just wait it out a little longer, let those build back up again. I think 960 of them was a little bit too long to wait and try to pull. Probably should have done it when it was about 600. That might have been a little easier. But anyways, yeah, so we got Quetzalcoatl. I'll need to find some new imprints and a new weapon because I don't think these two are going to work with Quetzalcoatl as well, or whatever team I put together. So anyways, everybody, I appreciate y'all sticking this out with me and watching me pull these. Sadly, though, like I said earlier, only the Dracula and the Quetzalcoatl out of 960 pulls. I'm glad I'm able to get the three legendaries that I have been able to. Well, three. I've pulled more, but I think was it one, two, three, four, five. I've pulled at least 6 to 8 legendaries on this. I know there's people that have been doing this a little longer than me, and they haven't pulled any. So before this drives anybody bonkers, I'll go ahead and get that going. So yeah. Anyways, everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will. We'll keep digging in and keep figuring out and just can't I'm antsy with anticipation. I can't wait for the early access to come out because I really want to dig into this and play and and see all the hype that this is that they're putting in this. So everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And as usual, be safe. Most of all, be blessed. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.